Hey everybody, Jeff Wilson here. This is the first video that I'm going to do in retrospect to. Hey everybody, Jeff Wilson here. How are you today? I am doing swell. It's about 9 o'clock here Mountain Standard Time. I have decided, I just watched Trash Talk episode number 2 of Gary Vaynerchuk, and I've watched a lot of his stuff. I've listened to a zillion of his podcasts, watched a lot of his videos, and he's mentioned it a bunch of times about garage sailing and all that stuff. He just made like a couple $1,000s off of 103, I think it was. And I've been doing stuff like here and there. I've been piecing it together once in a while. I mean, a few months ago, I made like $600 or $700 off of a couple months. My favorite thing here is I try to find free items. I asked roommates, I asked my old professors for textbooks. I've actually probably made a few $100s off of textbooks over the last couple of years. My roommate, a few months ago, gave me a book, a psychology book. It was still normal edition. I made $55 off it last week, I think it was. Little things like I'm just trying to piece together. I grew up in Michigan, so I have a lot of stuff back in my dad's basement. I do want to go back through that. I have baseball cards, I have hockey cards, I have some autographs, some really vintage stuff, but just little things, like I'm about to sell, for whatever reason, I have this like Mickey Mouse pin that a roommate gave me to sell. Some lady just told me she wants to pay $15 for it. I found this. I purchased this a few months ago and I just forgot about it. This Tab 4 from Samsung. At the time when I purchased it, the lady was asking for $50 cash, and it was like going for 100 something. I did try selling it for a little bit, and it didn't work. But I'm gonna try that again. I'll update later. The whole point of me wanting to do this, I just want to document where I go with all this stuff, the successes from it, kind of give some rough numbers, and or get to as close to exact numbers as I can. I'll show like my eBay, last 30 days, or I think it might be even I think it's last 60 days that they track. And I'll try to keep that consistent and just try to show maybe every 30-day update, something like that. But what I'm going to try to do is, sorry, my room is just a mess right now, but there's little things like this, like all these books right here, all these textbooks. Some of them are only going to go for probably a few bucks. There's a couple in here. I think this one and I believe this one are supposed to go for like 20, 30. And it's like I just picked these up off my professor's desk. Like they just get rid of them. I'm honestly considering going to professors I haven't even met across campus and just be like, hey, do you have any books that are no more than like 2 editions old? I mean, even so, even if it's like $5 for a free book, I just have to carry a bunch of textbooks out to my car. Whoop-de-doo, right? My thing is I try to find stuff that people are just giving away. Here's something else I'm going to sell here pretty soon. Just this completely new tag. There's a tag left on it, just Izod medium jacket. So a friend gave it to me because he didn't want it. It doesn't fit me. I'm going to sell it for probably 20, 30 bucks. Just looking for things that I don't need anymore. I have DVDs that I could probably sell for $2, $3, and it's like, sure, I purchased them at one point, but it's like it was like 10 years ago. I have video games back at my Michigan homes that could easily sell for a couple $100 once you like go through it all. Now, the main thing, just like Gary Vee will say, patience is going to be essential. Patience will be very essential here. But I'm going to go through some old clothes. Stuff that's just like little things, like maybe just like a nice top or something like that, it wouldn't necessarily be much, maybe $2, $3, maybe a few here and there, and just go with it and just try to get rid of stuff. Like look through your items that you don't use and then talk to people. But the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do a very similar thing like Trash Talk, like Gary Vee does. And I want to go garage sailing on the weekends as much as I can. It is getting close to winter. Probably not going to be as much. Timing may be terrible at this point. I have done some of those things before, but there's just a lot of little things. I'm going to try to do as much for free as I possibly can. And I also, the last thing I'll say, I just bought a few things. Here's one thing. My roommate gave me this. I'll probably sell this for 25 bucks. I bought these books here. There's literally these 2 kids books. I actually remember this one from childhood, actually. I bought them each one for $1. I was looking on sold items, completed items on eBay. Each one was going for like 3 or 4. Not like a huge change, but it's something, right? I went to a thrift store, one of those things, and I just looked up a couple electronics. I found a couple old just cameras, stuff like, we use our phones obviously nowadays. A little Sony charging dock. Each one I might only make like $4 or $5 off of, but it's just flipping it, flipping it, flipping it. It does take time. It does take a little bit of effort. But I'm not working an insane amount of hours. I am technically, because I'm trying to do my social media for my businesses. I run a personal training business, a running business, where I coach people online. I'm trying to build an online business for my personal training. I teach 2 classes at a university. I'm a coach at the university. I'm a coach for the Denver Track Club. I mean, I am a busy man. I'm not one of those guys that's just doing random stuff. I mean, I'm a busy dude. But this is one of those things, like, I want to just get good at knowing how to flip and what to flip. Just taking 15 minutes once or twice a week, trying to look for certain sales, go to certain thrift stores, go to the Goodwills and stuff like that, and just try to flip a few things and get good at knowing maybe what types of shoes I could flip for $10, and just continue doing that over and over and over again. So, anywho, here's my first video. I will shoot some updates in the future, and I'm pretty excited, honestly, when seeing that Trash Talk episode 2 from Gary Vee, like $2,350 like profit or something like that, and it's just wow, incredible. So anyway, cheers, have a great day. See you guys in the future.